Hey everybody, my name is Mike. I am not for Coltrane. Welcome to your Coltrane Tuesdays show for this, the 21st day of September in the year 2021. Hi, hope you're doing all right. The weather is cooperating. It's been really nice these past couple days. That's exciting. I still have windows open. You may be hearing birds singing, being picked up by the microphone. We'll see how that goes. Also, if there are sirens or something loud, like someone turns on a weed whacker outside my window, that could be a problem that I probably should have thought about before we started, but that's okay. We are here for this week's Coltrane Tuesday show. This is I should also verify that the sound is actually working and the video are actually working. I think they are. It is always helpful if anybody is watching live to be able to say yes, functional, always good. Yes, so this is episode 25 of this season, which means we are just about to the halfway point, which is pretty exciting. It also is reminding me like, oh yeah, all these things that I said I was going to get around to doing, or things that, I have this show in the fall, or I'll be ready to do this in the fall. Well, we're just about there. So I have some work cut out for me, but it should be okay. We'll see how things go. Because today I'm doing a song by the band Ruby Deer, a tremendous trio from here in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, and they are excellent. I'm very excited to be doing one of their songs. We'll talk a little bit about Ruby Deer, about how I first heard this song, and cool things like that. We'll talk a little bit about someplace that I'm going to be in person this coming weekend, and how you can come out and do that and put in your own advance requests for the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game, and we will actually play the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. For those who might not be familiar how that works, hey! All right, Rex, I am always grateful when you're able to stop by. In fact, I'll be talking a little bit about an event that is particularly near and dear to Rex's heart. So, and of course, we will play the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. The way this Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game works is like this. People will give me song suggestions and I have to respond to them whether I know the song or not. If I do know the song that's requested, I will go ahead and play it. If I sort of know the song, like I've heard it before, but I don't actually know how to play it, I will then have to figure out how to play the song that has been requested. If I do not recognize the requested song at all, I have to make up a brand new song right here on the spot with the same name as the song that was requested, thereby technically satisfying the requirement. That is how we play the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. It is more fun when there are people who are watching live and getting requests in live. So if you are watching this live, this is a great time to hit that share button and see anyone else who might be on their lunch break or might otherwise be not engaged with doing something else that is particularly time sensitive, and they might enjoy coming over and watching the show with you. Either way, it's awesome if you could hit that like button. And if you're not watching this live, especially, please hit that subscribe button, because then that means if you click the little bell thing to get a notification, you will find out whenever I'm going live, which is pretty much always Tuesdays at 12:30 in the afternoon. So all of those things are things that you can do, all of the YouTube things that you already know about. So we're going to get started with the local cover song for this week. A song by the band Ruby Deer. The song is This Will. This Will is the title track from Ruby Deer's newest album. I believe it came out a couple of months ago. They had recorded it, or if I remember correctly, they had actually gone up to points north to record this pre-pandemic, and then continue to work on the mixes and refining things during the pandemic, and I believe it came out several months ago. So I am very eager to do this song. It is the version that I have come up with that I can play passably well. Is not completely, well, it's definitely not like you'll hear on the album, and it's not exactly how Jenny Founds of Ruby Deer plays it when she is playing the song solo, but it is much inspired by the way that Jenny plays it when she is playing it solo. All right, so no more stalling. This song is This Will. Here we go. on my neck. It's hard to go forward when my body means business. I've got my ear to the ground, except it's the wrong one. Searching for reason or sound to bring me back down. The elevation is driving me crazy. I'm sick but can't sit still. I've got a belt round my sternum, my wound's still burning, but I've got this will. I've got this will. This house I've lived in all of my years started crumbling around me, in need of repair. Secrets in these walls I just can't hear, while I lay in wait, choking back fear. The renovations are making me crazy. I'm sick but can't sit still. I've got a belt round my sternum, my wound's still burning, but I've got this will. I've got this will. What do we do when you can't trust you to carry you through, to carry you through? What do we do when you can't trust you to carry you through, to carry you through? What do we do? You can't trust you to carry you through, to carry you through. There you go, the song This Will by Ruby Deer. That is the title track from their new album, and I think everything is still functional. Like the sound, yes, okay, I think looks like things are still working okay. Whew, I was rather nervous going into that one because it is such a very, very cool song. Man, all the things I could tell you about that song. First off, when the first chance that I got a chance to hear the song, and certainly to hear Jenny do the song solo, was when she came on the show that I do over on the Rock in the Valley social channels, including the Rock in the Valley YouTube. The very first episode of the Rock in the Valley Cyber Speakeasy featured Jenny as one of the performers, and she did that song, and it absolutely blew me away. Like, that is really, really, really cool. One of the helpful things about when I have people on the Cyber Speakeasy show is that means now I have a video of them playing that song. One of the Jenny, the way her camera was set up, her guitar was mostly below the frame, so you couldn't actually see. But that's one of the key things I look at to see where their fingers are on the fretboard, because then I can figure out what they're doing. Fortunately, during the song, Jenny periodically would move her fretboard just into enough of a view that I could get some sense of what was going on. The most challenging thing about that particular song is sort of the chord that a lot of it is structured around. I'm not sure I have it right. I think it's close. It's something like that. I'm not even sure what chord it is, but it sounds really cool. My hunch is that the process of writing the song started when Jenny put this chord out by accident and like, oh, that's cool, I should do something with that. When Jenny plays it by herself, she does not use a pick. I couldn't see her right hand either, but it very clearly sounded like she was picking strings individually, or was plucking strings individually using her fingers, not with a pick. However, I tend to be a little bit more adept with a pick, so to help me get through the song and help it sound a little bit better, I've used a style that's a little bit more familiar and comfortable to me, while I hope keeping sort of the essence of the song. And I'll say this too, one of the other really, really cool things about that particular song, it's not the only song that Jenny has written that talks about just sort of being trapped in a body that is not working, or what happens when you're dealing with diseases and things that are just not working. And it's something that obviously is very personal to her experience, and it's part of what makes it so powerful is that she's able to speak with the specificity of her emotional experience in going through some of these challenges. The idea, well, so many of us, including myself, have various chronic illnesses that we are dealing with. And even if we don't have a specific diagnosed chronic illness, I think there is something that is nearly universal about the idea that we're in a body, and this body does not have our best interests at heart. That our body is betraying us in some really important way, and how devastating that is, and how frustrating that is, and how trapped that can leave us feeling. Which, again, like I say, it's practically a universal experience, especially when we start to consider things like anxiety and depression and other ways that things that our mind inclines us to do are really not helpful, and in fact can make things a whole lot worse. The call is coming from inside the house, and it does not have good news. So just a really, really very cool song. Thanks so much to Jenny for writing it. Thanks so much to the band Ruby Deer for putting it out there. So Ruby Deer is generally a trio. It is Jenny as well as Jesse Braun and John Braun. Not coincidentally, all three of them are also key members of the band Start Making Sense, which is a tremendous band here in Lehigh Valley. They tour all over the place. They primarily are a tribute band to, of course, Talking Heads. So there's lots of cool things, lots of ways that you can see Start Making Sense around. I will say this, Ruby Deer as a band, they did a show recently at the Funhouse, which was pretty amazing. They played 2 full albums from Jane's Addictions in addition to a set of their own music. Ruby Deer does not have a whole lot of other local performances scheduled in the coming weeks. You definitely should check out their website, rubydeermusic.com. If you do, you'll find out that they are going to be performing at the Brooklyn Bowl in November, opening for Start Making Sense. That's on November 11th, so check that out. Start Making Sense is playing a few places that are a little closer to home if you're here in Pennsylvania's Lehigh Valley. Start Making Sense is playing at the Can Jam Music Festival this Saturday over in Pottstown, PA. Just a little bit later on October 1st, they will be over in State College, PA, playing at Stage West. And I'll say this too, Jenny not uncommonly does solo gigs as well. I didn't see any that were posted on her socials at the moment, but I'll post a link to her Instagram as well, because that's a good way to find out where she is performing as a solo performer, because all of those things are cool. You should definitely check them out. So, yay Ruby Deer, yay wonderful, good people, tremendous musicians, and yeah, there's a song by them. All right, what else should I tell you about? Speaking of live music, this weekend, there is a really cool event that is happening this Sunday, the 26th of September, over in the College Hill section of Easton, Pennsylvania. It is very, very cool. It is the 3rd ever College Hill PorchFest. The idea with PorchFest is it's not unique to College Hill, but I'm so glad that they brought it here to the Lehigh Valley. PorchFest basically turns a whole neighborhood into a music festival with a bunch of local performers using porches, people's front porches or front yards, as stages. And folks who live in the neighborhood, obviously it's a tremendous opportunity to just like know your neighbors and walk around and enjoy the music. It is, of course, open also to people who don't live in College Hill to come out and check out all the music and the fellowship that is going to be on display. So that's coming up this Sunday, the 26th of September. Goes from 1 to 5 in the afternoon. There is, at 5 o'clock, there's going to be a second line parade featuring the Big Easy Easton Brass. It starts and ends also at College Hill Presbyterian, followed by a potluck supper in the churchyard. I'm actually going to be playing during the second round of performers in the afternoon. I believe... Well, I'll post information, so follow my socials in terms of whose porch I'm going to be on at precisely what time. But so check that all out. But so yeah, follow me for more details on that. I'm very, very excited because Rex Rex is very close to one of the organizers, let's say, of the College Hill PorchFest, and I'm looking forward to having a chance to meet up with Rex on Sunday as well. So thanks very much for watching, Rex. If you are still there, definitely come out and see the College Hill PorchFest. All right, so, but now we're going to play the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. There are just a couple of people who are live online with me, so now is a great time to get in your requests because it usually takes me at least 30 to 45 to 60 to 85 seconds for me to see your comment after you've posted it. So now is a great time to get in your requests for the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. If you're watching live and have something you would like to hear, or just something you think will stump me, we'll see how it goes. Again, if you missed the top of the show, we play the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game like this. People give me song requests, and I have to respond to them. If the requested song is one that I know, I will go ahead and play it. Chances are good I will not have rehearsed it for possibly years, but guaranteed at least a couple weeks I will not have rehearsed it. But usually it still turns out okay. I may flub a couple of lyrics or chords, but usually it's fairly coherent. And fairly coherent is a reasonably decent standard at this point in the pandemic. If I sort of know the song, like I've heard it a bunch of times, like I've heard it on the radio, or I've seen a bunch of other people play it at open mics, or if I used to know how to play it 25 years ago, I will then attempt to figure out how to play it here in front of you, and we'll see how that goes. If I do not recognize the song at all, I will make up a brand new song right here on the spot with the same name as the song that was requested, thereby technically satisfying the requirement. That is how we play the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. And I'll mention this too. If you come out to PorchFest, you can fill out some of these little request cards. Where's a used one? This is one from a couple weeks ago. Fill out one of these request cards. Let's see. Grant the other week requested You Belong With Me. That didn't go so well, but that's okay. I'll have these cards, and you could fill these out when you see me somewhere, including at PorchFest on Sunday. Then, if there isn't one, if there aren't any live requests coming in during this webcast, all of those cards go in this little bag here. I do not look at them ahead of time, and I will pull one of them out on the air. I will give you a shout out if you put your name on it, and I will tag you if I know who you are and can, or if we're friends on Facebook. And even if you're not, I'll definitely still give you a shout out and say your name here on the webcast. So definitely do all of those things. Oh, it looks like Rex has a request. He's thinking about it, so he needs me to stall for a moment while he's trying to. This makes for great video of me sitting here with my hand inside a bag. Da, 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 da. I don't want to try to do a song called How About, because that's just not, that's not enough. Oh, okay. How about Back Porch by Limp Bizkit? No idea how it goes, so you could do anything with that. All right, thank you, Rex. You know what? So the request is for Back Porch by Limp Bizkit. That's just the way I like all my biscuits, nice and limp. Back Porch. I feel like there are other songs about porches. There are other songs about porches. And of course, I should say this too. Rex is thanking me for giving shout-outs to PorchFest, so people should definitely come out and check out those. You're very welcome, Rex. I think the event is very cool, and I'm proud to be performing. Let's see. Back Porch. There's another Porch song I learned about 5 years ago. Don't remember the name of the band. Doesn't give me anything useful. All right, so Back Porch by Limp Bizkit. I've got an acoustic guitar. I'm going to do something that's kind of vaguely inspired by Limp Bizkit, and that incorporates the concept of back porch. Back Porch doesn't really sound like and I know nothing about this particular song by Limp Bizkit. Back Porch conjures up images of just hanging out and relaxing and just sitting around and talking, which is not usually the emotional space that you would expect in a Limp Bizkit song to exist in. This makes me wonder if it's like a bonus track or one of those things that's sort of in the middle of their album that's a bit of a departure from their usual sound. Limp Bizkit is also famous for that early aughties kind of rap rock sound. Man, I'm not getting much here. All right. Okay, I like that riff. That's cool. That just kind of fell out of nowhere. I'm not sure it actually sounds like Limp Bizkit, but I think I'm probably going to go with that. Now, one of the questions is, am I going to try to rap? Am I going to try to scream? I think screaming is probably a no. I think that would make for a less enjoyable listening experience. I'm thinking probably rapping would not go well either. When I actually know the lyrics, I can rap with marginal competence. I've had to do at least one Stump the Band game where I did end up having to freestyle rap, which wasn't as much of a train wreck as you might have expected. Or certainly not as much as I would have expected. All right, so let's see. Something that sounds kind of something that sounds back porch-ish, but maybe is a little bit more aggressive. Limp Bizkit was, though, I Did It All for the Nookie. Wasn't they the ones? Let's see. Oh. Am I thinking about Back Porch by the President of the United States of America, Old Man on the Back Porch, and That Old Man Is Me? Nope. That's not the song I was thinking of either. I have no idea. We can go through the long list of Back Porch songs that exist. It's a good idea, but... Back Porch. The song as it's coming together definitely has a kind of sinister sound to it. There needs to, if it's Limp Bizkit, it's going to have a level of aggression in it. actually, I wonder if that's the verse. No, we'll stick with that. We'll stick with that as the chorus. All right, so I've got, we've proved that I have a halfway decent sounding chord progression. I need to marry now the sound of that with my half-formed impression of Limp Bizkit, what they sound like, as well as the concept of back porch. So the song's going to start with the speaker on a back porch, but there's something that he, and it's definitely going to be he, is irritated about, possibly things going wrong in the world, possibly women problems, and so then the chorus is, oh, okay, so the chorus is maybe like all alone on the back porch, all alone on the back porch. Okay, yeah, so. Okay, yeah, that works. Okay, so there's a chorus. Okay, I think you've been able to see the steam coming out of my ears. I think we have a basic idea. Let's see how this goes. I'm sitting on my back porch, I'm sitting all alone. There's nobody with me, nobody calling on the phone. I am so irritated, nobody's coming with me. Nobody's coming around, nobody that I can see. All the women leave me alone, they can't stand me. They won't come around or understand me. They won't give me the time that I need. They won't understand the way I bleed. I'm sitting on my back porch, I'm sitting on my back porch, I'm sitting on my back porch, all alone. I'm sitting on my back porch, I'm sitting on my back porch, I'm sitting on my back porch, all alone on the back porch. Why won't they call me? Why won't they come around? Why am I here? Why am I sinking down? I wish that I were not alone. I wish I had a friend. I wish I had someone to touch me, bring this to an end. I do not like to be out here all by myself, just nursing this fear F off my shelf. I do not think this is how it's supposed to be. This is not my choice to have this celibacy. I'm sitting on my back porch, sitting on my back porch, sitting on my back porch, all alone. Sitting on my back porch, sitting on my back porch, sitting on my back porch, all alone. Sitting on the back, sitting on the back, down, sitting on the back, sitting on I do not think I did anything wrong. If I just wait here some more, someone might come along. I do not understand why everybody stays away. I do not think there is anything that I need to change. I think I am just right, just the way I am. If there's a problem, it's with all of you, it's with all of them. I do not think that they see what this could be. I think they need to come hang out here with me. I'm sitting on my back porch, sitting on my back porch, sitting on my back porch, all alone. I'm sitting on my back porch, I'm sitting on my back porch, I'm sitting on my back porch, all alone, all alone. I'm sitting on my back porch, sitting on my back porch, I'm sitting on my back porch, all alone. I'm sitting on my back porch, sitting on my back porch, sitting on my back porch, all alone, all alone, all alone. All alone. There you go. I don't really know what that was, but it sounded kind of cool. So that is my attempt at Back Porch by Limp Bizkit. I do like it whenever I'm able to throw in a little bit of something extra. That was a bit with an I don't know that I've improvised a song with such a willfully ignorant and unreliable narrator before. But, little social commentary. I'm always happy when I'm able to slip something like that in. So there you go. Thanks very much to Rex for that request for Back Porch by Limp Bizkit. I will have to go look up now what the actual Back Porch song sounds like, and if the speaker is wittingly or unwittingly has such little self-awareness. So, yes, there you go. So thanks again to Rex. Thanks also to Alex. I'm going to say that's Alex. I think Alex is possibly also an assumed name, and is probably someone I know in real life under a different name. In any case, thanks to everyone who's been hanging out and watching live. Thanks very much to everyone who watches the replay, because you're cool too. And please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, do everything to indicate to our algorithmic overlords that this kind of content is something that you would enjoy more of. And so I hope to see you here, and we'll do more of this, because we got a whole half a year in front of us, plus 1 week of more Coltrane Tuesdays here every Tuesday at 12:30 in the afternoon. Thanks, of course, also to Ruby Deer. Go check out Ruby Deer. Go check out rubydeermusic.com. Check out also on the Ruby Deer website, there is a video of another one of the songs off of the This Will album. So check all of those things out. Check out College Hill PorchFest this Sunday. I will be there. Rex will be there. And other cool people will be there performing as well. And yeah. So do all of those things, please. And most importantly, though, please take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. My name is Mike. I'm not for Coltrane. And I'll see you right here next time.